You ever had one of those days where everything just seems to go wrong? Your phone falls and shatters. You spill coffee on your shirt. You're late for work. And then your boss looks at you like you're the human version of a Monday. We've all been there. The chaos, the stress, the feeling that life is spinning out of control. Now imagine someone sitting quietly in the middle of that storm, calm, composed, unshaken. Not because nothing affects them, but because they've trained their mind not to be ruled by what they can't control. That's Stoicism. Today, we're diving into the ancient philosophy that helped emperors, warriors, and everyday people find peace, and why it's more relevant now than ever. Stoicism was born over 2,000 years ago in ancient Greece. Its most famous practitioners: Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor; Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher; Seneca, a wealthy advisor to Nero. Despite their different backgrounds, they all taught one thing: we don't control what happens to us, only how we respond. That's it. Not emotions are bad, not suppress everything, just master your response. Imagine how freeing that is. Your coworker snaps at you, not your problem. Rain ruins your weekend plan. So what? You don't deny reality, you just stop letting it control your peace. Here's the Stoic mindset in one sentence: focus only on what you can control. Let's break that down. Can you control traffic? Number, can you control how you feel in traffic? Yes. Can you control what people say about you? Number, can you control your reaction? 100%. Most of our suffering comes from resisting what we can't change. Stoicism flips that and says, flow with it, accept it, then act. This isn't passivity, it's power. You stop wasting energy fighting reality and start using that energy to shape your response. Let me tell you a story. There's a man, James Stockdale, a U.S. Navy officer who was shot down during the Vietnam War and held in a POW camp for 7 years, tortured, starved, cut off from the world. But guess what he credited for his survival? Stoicism. He remembered the teachings of Epictetus. He couldn't control what his captors did, but he could control his thoughts, his values, and his dignity. He didn't pretend everything was fine. He accepted reality and refused to break. Now ask yourself, if Stoicism can help a man survive 7 years of torture, what could it do for you on a bad Tuesday? Now let's bust a myth. People think Stoics are emotionless robots. Wrong. Stoics feel everything. They just don't let emotions rule them. Marcus Aurelius had 13 children. Most of them died young. He grieved. He mourned. But he didn't collapse. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about not being enslaved by them. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic. A non-Stoic curses, honks, raises blood pressure. A Stoic notices it, maybe gets annoyed, but moves on. Doesn't give that person power over their mood. That's emotional strength, not weakness. So how do you practice Stoicism? Here are 3 quick tools you can start using right now. The dichotomy of control. Every time you're stressed, ask, is this in my control? If yes, do something. If not, let it go. Negative visualization sounds weird, but imagine losing something you love, your job, your car, your health, not to scare yourself, but to appreciate it now. When you do this, nothing takes you by surprise. Journaling every night, write down what went well, what bothered you, how you could have responded better. This builds self-awareness, the Stoic superpower. Look, life is messy, people disappoint, plans fall apart, things break, you break. But Stoicism offers a quiet strength in the noise, a reminder that even when the world spins out of control, don't have to. You are not your emotions. You are not your failures. You are not what happens to you. You are how you choose to respond. So next time life throws a storm your way, don't curse the thunder. Be the calm in the chaos. Be a stoic.